she'd like to say a few words.
Yeah. Well, first, many times for my family and my friends for their unconditional support in every stage of the preparation of this exhibition. And many times for you for being here tonight, supporting us. There are two languages I learned. I will try. There are two languages I learned during my childhood in Venezuela. The first one is Spanish, our native language. The second, the one I feel more confident using, is the language of color. With color, I have been able to create my own vocabulary, to share not only the materiality, but the immateriality. Through the projection of color, I am presenting an ephemeral circumstance that varies with the changing light of day and make us aware of the passing of current realities. For this exhibition, I open up to other possibilities in my studies about color. I am now adding new surfaces and textures that interplay with color. This led me to the inclusion of embossed papers and monotypes in my proposal. However, I found the need of an immediate response about the ideas I am sharing through colors. Therefore, I invite writer Gerald Cedillo to create poems inspired by my works. Then we started a color conversation. Today, we are inviting you to join us in this color conversation. I hope you enjoy this exhibition as much as we enjoy to prepare it. Now, I leave you with Gerald Cedillo. Thank you.
This is Calle Carabobo, which is one of the main streets through Lorena's hometown, actually, in Venezuela. And this is inspired by the piece in the far corner, the color weave. Where will we get another occasion like this? I wish this color never comes off. All at once, our city invents a self-caused exclamation. From smiling doorframes of houses whitewashed wholly by the past, now folded easels poised to protest. Who needs this world-intoxicated eye inspired more than us? Cathartic daylight demands passion, flower garlands, yellow and purple zoetropes for those set for motion. Those waiting to snatch life's antidote from out the long, ostracized shadows. Illustrious neighbors with armfuls of jewels grasp nothing that we take in. The shimmery happiness of a newborn form that we can claim right away. Cherish and dress and sustain, then insist it follow us through our heart-breathing journey of humble daily life. Thank you. Lorena and I made these posters. These can be available to you. This is Calle Carabobo, and this is Fire Ecology. These are the titles I gave her pieces. This is the installation of hers that I entitled Fire Ecology without her knowledge. These are printed on the walls, but we had some specially designed with her artwork and my words. We had them made for y'all. These are $15. You can talk to me or her about them. I'm going to read this one next, and a few more pieces that did not make the cut. So the B-sides.
All right, the B-sides.
The B-sides. And this is Fire Ecology. Here, we wait for time to start from sleep that draws fire. Coal pillows and sheets of orange steam touch the ground. Smoke dreams far into the mind. Black ashen twigs bend if winds choose to disturb. Springboard a new burst of warm soot on their hot roots. The event is never done. Of new budding shapes that awake in storm static, drummed air and growling fountains, beggars of the drought whose stone eyes must remain closed. Pretend great wisdom, water bowls up mountain steps, not one fair drop lost. Be somehow a rock, a seed, blossoming rock, mountain seed. Up the trunk, the young, otherworldly green leaves shoot their undamaged light. A mixed flock of hawks orbit the scorched brush bodies below. Pass the war overhead, bury into the hard earth. Rain cannot cleanse everything. Most canopies go untouched, but they always remember. Some seeds need charming, not storm cloud dowries, nothing permanent. Their keen wish to be destroyed, fire and water sewn together. And even I do not set myself aflame. The phoenix's curse is to be ceaseless kindling, to never dance happily, liberated by the rain. Thank you. That's this piece. Some of these pieces, Lorena started and I responded to them. A good number of them, we kind of collaborated and worked together. She started, I wrote a poem, then she would respond to my poem, then I would respond to her responding. It really is a conversation the way that she said it. That is true. So very quickly, I'm going to read some of the ones that didn't make the cut. Again, these are available for sale. Those two, you can speak to us about those. These are based off of these paintings, her pendulums. The days advance in 2 seasons. The morning's winter dries up. A frozen river of stars stops and blooms in immediate green from corners of the plotted globe. We wait for rays of golden wheat. Widen this space a country, a year more, and still no messages sent. I, the buoy tethered to no land, invent my space and look towards its lovely limits. But to touch is to know when our likenesses separate and bid farewell. There must be sun in the grape. There must be soil in the wine, the way you reside with me. You won't find the day so impossible. You whose anthem slips down your chest. When the cars are rhythmically set against you and memories from far away come carrying the urn of something lost. Because what brings you back are the free flutes of people marching. Their hair that bursts the wind, and it is the sun and its shadows that are tethered in place, and not you. Thank you. I'm going to do one last poem, but before I do that, I want to announce, first of all, thank you all for coming out, guys. My name is Gerald Cedillo. Thank you. I do want to say that some of the proceeds for these sales are going to help Venezuela. Some of the crises there, it's nonprofit organizations, what's going on there. If you don't know, there's a civil war going on, basically. It's not in our news, it's not talked about enough, and so Lorena and I felt very serious about that. She helped tune me into some of that stuff, so I regret to inform I was not as knowledgeable as I should have been. Now this is a poem completely about something else. This is a poem about the other part of the world. This is something that happened in India that I felt very deeply about when I saw her paintings. It didn't make it into anything here because it's a bit long, but this is called The Widows of Vrindavan. Vrindavan is a city in India where all of the widows in the country come to live after they have been widowed. It's a very sad story, and what this poem references is one of the holidays that the widows, for the first time in centuries this year, were able to celebrate for the very first time. So that's what this is about. The Widows of Vrindavan. Tradition corrals the women together for a sacred city of shadows. Mornings, tired yet willful bodies enshroud with linens bleached by forgetfulness. In the streets, they chant their uninflected songs, hearing how gently life had once been, when their old hands let go of things gracefully, but they cannot hazard a spare moment out that prayer. Their day's allotment of rice depends on it. But today, one brisk finger pushed down on scales that measure how things get done around here, and every breath now is hurried as the oncoming momentum of possibility finally enters this ancient dominion of sorrow. Tomorrow, the women will not consult the years past on how best to mourn. They will not study all the distorted portraits they've accumulated. Tomorrow, they will dance and play holy. Now, in bowls across the city soak red pomegranate rinds with hibiscus and turmeric. They boil aromatic blueberries in iron pots overnight, or mint leaves chill open-aired while they sleep, where a rare, thrilling concept sweeps across their landscape of restraint. They will have red Sindor dust running in their hairlines as they applied it every morning of their married lives. They will have blue dyes and yellow powders tossed from windows up above onto their white widow's robes, and it will sink and stain and smile atop their skin. The streets will collect nostalgia in a sling of color. Every surface will be brimming with priority. Who wouldn't want to come and see what we've done? Turned our slums into a symbol, like a lotus flower rising from the marshland, to learn to exercise our lost franchise once again, to varnish a life of dignity from a speck to a sparkle. Thank you so much, everyone. If you enjoyed